It's my pleasure to invite up David Sapphire from our executive board to share a little something with you.
Good Yontif. Craig Small has been an active member of Congregation Shir Shalom for 20 years. He's been in Buffalo for over 25 years. He is proud to have celebrated the bar and bat mitzvahs of his three children, Jacob, Matthew, and Leah, right here on this bima. He is a former board member of Temple Shir Shalom, Congregation Shir Shalom, and a current volunteer with the Loonsbury Adoptive Ski Program at Holiday Valley. If I didn't say that right, I apologize. Might be Loonsbury or Lounsbury. Thank you. He is a current member of the Men's Club and enjoys helping to build the sukkah year after year. He is also currently on the board of the Foundation for Jewish Philanthropy and its secretary at this time. Craig is an attorney and owns a small law firm. It's a law firm focused on helping injured people. He wants all of us to know that he is available 24/7. Craig is this year's chair of the annual giving campaign, and I am honored to have him come up here and give an appeal to all of us.
Are you comfortable behind that, or do you want to stand like?
This is perfect. I'm very used to this.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
As David said, my name is Craig Small, and I'm the chair of this year's annual giving campaign. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before so many of you today on this holy, holy day. As you know, this campaign, the annual giving campaign, is critical to help our temple function at the highest level. And in part, it's about motivating you to support our bottom line. To some, asking or being asked for money can feel uncomfortable. But when you tweak your narrative just a little bit, it may feel better. In fact, when you put on a pair of your rose-colored sunglasses, the perspective is much different. Those glasses can make everything look, well, rosy. Right, Mark? Or as my mother, Irene, would say, wonderful. But during these days of awe, the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we're asked to take off those rose-colored glasses to see our true colors. The days of awe is a time meant for true and unfiltered self-reflection. We've been taught to take the time to recognize our transgressions, our failures, and mistakes. Some might think the days of awe are the days of awful. Who really wants to pick apart one's flaws and dwell on the worst moments during the year and think of yourself as selfish, narrow-minded, or mean-spirited? It can be hard, but that's what we do. And then it feels good to apologize, to seek forgiveness, heal, and move on. But for the purposes of my appeal today, I'm not going to focus on awful. I'm not going to focus on awful. I'm going to focus on the opposite of awful. Do you know what that is? Awesome. The days of awesome. The days of awesome. Personally, it feels good to be associated with awesome. The very word is grand in nature. In fact, we tend to use those words a lot in daily conversation. I seem to think we call lots of things totally awesome. For example, for me, traveling to Israel with my family and experiencing Shabbat at the Kotel in Jerusalem, totally awesome. For me, sailing into a bright orange and red sunset in the summertime on the St. Lawrence River, totally awesome. And witnessing the births of my 3 children, totally awesome. For you, totally awesome might be your wedding day, or being in love, passing the bar exam, witnessing a doctor save someone's life on a football field, or going home for Shabbat and savoring your mom's matzo ball soup. We're blessed to experience so much awesomeness. But what about right here at Congregation Shir Shalom? Look at the totally awesome things around us. Look. I've got 10, my top 10. Starting with number 10, our choir. See? They're totally awesome. Our synagogue. When you walked in, did you notice the new carpets, the new lights, the new windows, the new paint? You're sitting on a pickleball court. Did you know that? It's totally awesome. Todd Sugarman, the president, and our board are the reasons this place is totally awesome. Number 8, our High Holidays musicians. Last night we had a beautiful cellist. Last week we had Ken Kaufman. Today we've got Susan. She's never played. Thank you.
Totally awesome.
She's totally awesome. Number 7, Max Goldhirsch. Where are you? Where are you? Stand up, please. If you heard Max sing last week during Rosh Hashanah, how would the world look? You would agree. Max Goldhirsch, a 16-year-old from Amherst, and a member of this temple. Repeat after me. Totally awesome. Thanks, Max. Number 6, the children. I cried when I said children. Whether the children are in morning services, our family service, community religious school, we love our kids. We love them. We love that they're participating, learning, sharing their lives with us. We love their strong spirit, and we love their presence. The children are totally awesome. Number 5, he's not here, but Stephen Glickman is totally awesome. Stephen Glickman sounds the shofar. He's a 3rd-generation shofar blower, and he can sound Tikiyah, Shevarim, and Tiruah like nobody's business. He is flawless, consistent, and talented. I blew the bugle in Boy Scouts when I was a kid, and I cannot touch a shofar. Sounding the shofar is extremely difficult, and he makes it look easy. I wish he was here to hear me say it. But Stephen Glickman, you are totally awesome. Number 4, you. Each and every one of you in this congregation, you are essential. You are our lifeblood. You are the reason this temple exists. You come together to worship, to celebrate, to laugh, to cry, to mourn, to eat, and repent. And you make our clergy happy. You are totally awesome. Number 3, Rabbi Alex. Rabbi Alex is the kindest, most humble, enthusiastic, and steady leader this temple could be blessed with. He's unfailingly available, supportive, interested, and knowledgeable about Torah. He's our rabbi, and he is totally awesome. He is. Number 2, and she would be number 1, but I had to leave that for something else. Number 2 is Kenner Arlene Frank. When Kenner Frank sings, I am awestruck. I can't believe how beautiful her voice is. It's definitely not the microphone, because if I sang via hafta into this microphone, it would not sound like that. Kenner Frank's voice is so beautiful, so pure and so heavenly, she makes the birds and the trees envious. Tanner Frank is number one. The best and the top reason we love Congregation Shir Shalom is because it's safe. It's safe. You come to temple and you sit here knowing you're in a protected space. You're protected by our security officers and these beautiful walls around us. And feeling safe is priceless. Being safe is totally awesome. And here's my spiel. Unfortunately, totally awesome comes with a price. It simply isn't always free. And more unfortunate is that limited annual dues and periodic chicken dinners are just not enough to keep our Congregation Shir Shalom boat afloat. The annual giving campaign is about recognizing totally awesome when you see it and giving generously because the price of totally awesome is totally worth it. Now for the easy part. I wouldn't be doing my job as chair of the annual giving campaign if I didn't ask you to take out your blue cards. If I didn't ask you to be generous, to listen to the top 10 reasons why I love this synagogue and why you do too, to think of your own totally awesome reasons that you're here, listening to me, listening to this fantastic clergy. I'm sorry Todd Sugarman couldn't be here because I think he'd be enjoying it also. But if you can hear me, hi Todd. So please, take out your card, take out your pen, and do me a favor. Does everyone have their card? Here's mine. If you're asking yourself how much to give, look at the number that you chose and move one to the right and circle that one. It's a little more than you wanted, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Our ushers are going to come around and collect the cards. And if you would, please hand them to them. If you don't have your card, please don't forget what I said. And when you go home, find your card or text your pledge to the synagogue and let them know that you think they are. Awesome. Thank you.